Beautiful. Look at that. Be protecting future Kieran from ever coming back. And there you bloody have it. Another end to a day. We'll say a day. Are you being serious, my boy? Right, if that's what you want to do, that's what we're going to do, but you can if you want, but don't say I didn't warn you. Today then, I thought myself and the boy would do something completely different, something unheard of in the life and world of Kieran, for a couple of reasons before I tell you where I am. First one is to push my social boundaries, my social limits. What am I capable of because I've entered a city? The second one is to get an honest take of the heartbeat of this place. And the third one is because my ferry from here to Estonia is only about 6 minutes away from where I've parked up. Ideal. Due to the unwelcome nature that I've experienced since I've been here in Finland, again I thought I'd do something completely different. I've entered the capital to get an honest take. Why the capital? Because although I don't like capitals, I think they're too busy basically, it's nevertheless, it's the heartbeat of the country, isn't it? It's where the bloody ideas, the money, the whatever flows from. It's the capital, it's the hub, it's the HQ, isn't it? So I've entered the capital of Finland to give an honest take, an honest view on this place, to see how clean or how dark this place's heart actually is. Let's go and see what it's really all about, shall we? And at the end I'll give you an honest take on this place, whether or not to come. For real. Seems legit. Beautiful. Welcome to Helsinki. Oh, you love it. The capital of Finland, the largest city in Finland, more commonly known and more locally known as the sister, or no, wrong, daughter of the Baltics. What else happens here? Wow! Funny you should ask. Something that made me spit out my shredded wheat this morning. Other cereals are available. They host a wife carrying competition here every year. A wife carrying competition. Doesn't make sense, does it? Especially with the equality going around. Can you imagine Eddie Hall's wife doing it the other way around? But it's true. They do a wife carrying competition here. What's that all about? Okay, I'm feeling this place. I am feeling this place. It's got a very big underground system apparently. Swimming places, shopping centres underneath the streets. Rumour has it you're allowed in there, and I might give that a go if I can. But the dog and all that sort of stuff. I don't know the ins and outs. I've simply just found out about that. And so I took a wide berth there. Someone again. Yep. Come on, Kieran. Fresh slate, clean slate. But this is where the ferry port is tomorrow. Viking ferry seemed to be the only, the best option for me. But I don't know what that is. We'll call that SEAL Team 5. For some reason, that reminds me of bloody Dexter out of Dexter's Lab. Okay. A minor point, but a big point also, is and this is a neutral point, cobbled streets on the way in are not as romantic as you think here. It was one of them where your contacts are falling out on the drive in at 3 miles an hour. There's something to be aware of if you've got a rickety old van with things potentially falling off left, right and centre. Oh, alright, Market Town, let's go. I appreciate that. I just gave him 2 jeans buttons. This is nice, look at this, I'm loving this. Hopefully it's not too busy. Oh, what's up, boy? What is that all about? Did you know, here's a fun fact for you. You know the Ray-Ban glasses that I wear from time to time? The reason I don't wear them all the time is because it doesn't fit into YouTube videos, like the size of them. That's why I don't wear them all the time. You can look at things and say, what's that? And it will tell you, did you know that? Anyway, enough of me waffling, let's look at Market Town. Ooh. Beautiful. Cool stuff for sale as well. I don't want to record people's stalls because you feel obliged to buy something, and I don't buy stuff just for the sake of it, basically. Oh, I thought that camera was on me then. I can only apologise, and I was recording the stalls. Come on, boy. A lot of smells around here for the dog as well, if that interests you. This place is duty. There's a swimming pool here. I think you have to get tickets and stuff to get in. But there is a swimming pool here, a seaside pool, that's what it says, using seawater. But I'm not going to go up there. Purely because I won't be able to record it anyway. People are in their bloody birthday, well, not birthday suits, but in their bikinis and that, aren't they? So we're going to see the cathedral instead. There she is. Look at that. That's unbelievable. Indicated by the people taking photos behind me. That's unbloody believable. Look at that. Oh, that's duty. All the artwork and stuff. This is stunning. This really is stunning. It's like a gothic-y, well, as you can see, it's like a gothic-y. I'll try and get a better shot for you in a second. That is a solid, my God, of a building. I absolutely love that. Come on, boy, let's go and try and get a better shot. Shot. This is the kind of best I could do. I've just asked ChatGPT whether or not this is one of them random heaviest buildings in the world, because that's the impression I'm getting off here, but it's not. It's got no sort of record, it's just known for its position, where it is, and I'll show you something else that's stunning. Again, 2x zoom, that one with the green dome on the top. No idea what that is, but wow. You're right, boy. You okay? Oh, he's had enough. He doesn't know he's on a ferry in the morning, does he? We'll talk about the ferry actually whilst we're here. Let me just check my notes. Helsinki to Tallinn then. Tallinn appears to be, but don't quote me on this, the capital of Estonia. The price was €92 to get there on a 2.5-hour ferry, which is quite extortionate to say. To get to Finland from Sweden on an overnight bad boy was a similar price, you know. But yeah, we haven't got a choice, have we? I'm certainly not going back through Finland. No, Kieran. There we go, we'll move on. Oh, I was going to say before the drill comes back on, well, I'll get a better shot. That must be the ultimate shot. But it came on as a press record. Typical. Smile. The trams. Something to be aware of, and again, a neutral stance, not a dig. They come out of bloody nowhere. I went around a corner, it was like a blind bend, and if you read the traffic signs correctly, i.e. don't go that way, go this way, you'd be fine. Like, fortunately, that's what happened to me. Because if you made a drive-in boo-boo, it came round the corner. Jesus, look at this guy here. What? Who's coming down that path I was on? Is this place... That bird did not care. I just walked past at all. He didn't care whatsoever, mate. Right. yeah, to make a driving boo-boo in that scenario was I don't know how fast they can stop, like, it would have been a big old boo-boo. Something to be aware of, that, you know, signs and road signs you know of, don't you? But these are foreign, they're not the same colour. There's an arrow, but it's not the same colour, so you could easily get thrown off, easily make a mistake, basically. Just something to be aware of. That is beautiful. He's not allowed to move. I've just asked him if I can have a photo, but he didn't nod. Saying that, mate, saying that, he probably can move. He just mugged me off. God, I'm assuming that's like Buckingham Palace vibes. I don't know what on earth that is, but there's a police van outside, and you know, matey boy with his little pew pew there as well. Oh God. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that building is. This is the back of it though. I've no idea. It must be something important. It's a little cafe restaurant bar as well. Duty. Here we go. It does appear they do try and warn you. However, I did not see anything like that. That's what I mean. It could have been there because it's simply not English. You know, it's not recognisable. It's not our things. It's not our colours. It's not our symbols and whatnot. You can easily miss these things. Bearing in mind everything's going at 100 miles an hour as it is, and it's a city centre, so people are walking, talking at the same speeds as well. Well, you know what London's like, don't you? And I'll touch on London because, or refer it to London, compare it to London rather, purely because chances are you're English, aren't you, if you're watching this? Oh, maybe not. Where are you from? Put it in the comments. This is cool, isn't it, my love? You okay? Do you want to sit down for a little bit? Come on, let's rest you. Let's rest you for 10 seconds. You need it, do you? Good boy. Stumbled across Elton John's house, and look how spectacularly brilliant this is. When you're driving around and stuff, especially here, it's the first time I've stumbled across something this chaotic, if I'm being truthful with you. But the, you know, left and rights and zebra crossings that are blended in with the cobbledy streets. They've painted the white lines, but they're not white lines, they're white blocks, they're white cobbles on the streets. It can throw you off, so you're looking absolutely everywhere, like trying not to, you know, tarmac a local, because by the looks of things they don't like it us as it is, so you know, you don't want to add fuel to that fire kind of thing. But then also you've got the cobbledy streets throwing everything. You hear spoons falling out the cupboard, plates smashing, dog like, what's going on, and whatnot. So it's just something to be aware of, basically. Here we go, Exhibit A. Do you know what I mean? You might just be able to see that clear as day on the screen, like, but imagine that when you're driving around. What's this? A bloody temple from IKEA, is it? What is that all about? The love of fate. There is a lot going on around here, like I love a fake window and a fake wall around here. This is like this gorgeous green top building I was showing you earlier on. I had to get a better look. This is Helsinki Cathedral. The last one, I believe I named it. If not, I'll double check and I'll look at that. I feel like I wasn't exaggerating when I said people queue up to watch you record and stuff and trying their best to make you feel awkward. I mean, look behind me. Look at them all looking at me. Well, they were. That was the start of the joke. It's a tour guide. Come on, boy, let's go and check this green top bad boy out. Helsinki Cathedral, this one, green top that we pointed out earlier on. The other one, because I don't think I did mention it, looking at my notes here, was called Uspenski Cathedral. It's about 5 minutes ago. You might be able to see it from over there kind of thing, but we're not going over there. Just wanted to show you this bad boy. And that as well. They appear to be renovating absolutely everything around here. They must have got their fingers into Norway's oil fund. Well, they're even renovating this cathedral. The renovations continue, look. Man in charge has been told off. Seems to be like a little, not rave, but a street party rave thing down there, so I might go down there. Wish me luck now. Out of my comfort zone, make sure you're doing it as well. Because I'm not doing this for the sake of things. Make sure I'm not doing it for the sake of things. Because I'd be devastated. I've got no idea what this is. No idea what this place is, but it seems to be very, So we're going to get out of here before there's a hatred attack going on. The buildings are spectacular. Really spectacular. And it does appear to have everything everyone else wants. You know, there's watch shops and clothes shops. And I'm more interested in this stuff. Look at that. We're heading now, we're trying to get to. The plan is to go to somewhere called a Spinny Park or something. I'll confirm that in a minute. Just to chill him out a bit because he's getting a bit anxious about this place. Join the club, boy. This is supposed to be the chill out place. So this is called Esplanadi Park. Esplanadi Park. Oh my God. It's carnage. How are you supposed to chill here? The next stop, we'll be going to the design district, but I need to touch more on that lady there. I believe she said her name was, it sounded like Irinki, but you know, like in Spain where they do the, she dropped a bit of that in and I can't do that. But it sounded like Irinki with a bit of a, basically, what a bloody diamond she was. And she was like, how long are you here for? That's the 4th Bentley I've seen today. Isn't that concerning? There are other cars, mate. Oh, she was a bloody diamond. She basically seen me looking at my phone. I was checking my notes. I know I'm not from around here, but I do know where I'm going all the time, apart from when I get absolutely lost. But I will highlight that, should that be the case. She's like, you okay? No, she said it in Finnish or whatever the language is. I'm assuming Finnish. You okay? And I was like, yeah, just, and I thought I'd, start a bit of a conversation. It's only when you speak to people, you learn things, don't you? Like what I'm about to say now. Isn't that beautiful? My God, I don't know what it is though. Something new here. Hang on, we're building something new here. So see you in the autumn. Wrote in English as well. What? Right. And she was like, basically, the conversation got going a little bit slow at the start and materialised into something a little bit more beautiful towards the end. And then the conversation went as follows: how long are you here for? And I went, only for a day. She's like, I've lived here for 45 years. And she was about, I'd say, 70 perhaps. She says, before that I lived in Lapland, but it was too out the way for me, so I visited here about 45 years ago and I fell in love with it. She was like, be careful, because you will fall in love with this city. You will fall in love with this country. No idea, but look at it. In the middle of castle, right? Wonder how they got planning permission for that. No idea what this is like. I can't reiterate how much this is a normal street as well. Imagine that in somewhere you can think of. You'd be like, well chuffed with that, wouldn't you? She then said, be careful, you'll fall in love with this place. She's like, do you like it? How long you been here? And I went, this is my 3rd day, but I leave tomorrow for Estonia. She was like, oh, what a shame, you should have planned more time to explore. And she's like, do you like it? And I went, but thought on the spot quick. I went, I love it. I didn't want to break her heart. She was smiling throughout. I said, I love it. It's a beautiful place. Talking about the buildings. So I suppose technically I didn't lie, but I was talking about the buildings. Everything seemed like, look, here we go. Here's another random example of what's going on around here. It's just absolute charm burgers. And it is, I can't take that away from this place, it really is. However, I'm not exaggerating what I've been speaking about. It's hard, that breaks my heart, it especially breaks my heart more when you bump into legends like her. I do need to reiterate a point, there are legends everywhere. There's quite a few people just taking photos of that shop, so I thought I'd join in. However, no idea. And then she ended the conversation saying, welcome to Finland. I feel so bad here. Let's have a look at anyone want a fromage egg today? Here's the shop to come and get it now. This thing's got a flower of life feel to it as well. I have no idea what this is. I will say this though, that architecture is outstanding. They're always working on it, mind. Hence stuff like this, but it is outstanding once they've finished it. There's a positive, that's a positive. The buildings are beautiful. Exhibit A, and there you go, like there's quite a lot of cyclists as well, which I appreciate. And it's my cup of tea really. Well, it's not really, it is my cup of tea as well. Even though I haven't been on a bike in years. I haven't been on a bike actually since my divorce. I bought myself a new helmet, we split up, and I never used it. Yeah, never used it, the helmet. I used to love that as well. We're heading back now. I've simply seen enough. I will do a full lowdown and be completely fair throughout. I might be talking to myself in points of that, but I will highlight that as well. That's what I love about this place. I do love the stuff, and they have got the toilets facilities and stuff, which I appreciate as well. That's a very strong point for certainly a city, holy moly, and not one you have to pay for either, like the UK. So it has got its pros. It's just the not feeling welcome part that's hurting me. It's actually bothering me, like, if I'm being honest. It's actually really bothering me. And there you bloody have it. Another end to a day. We'll say a day. I'm going to give you my final take on there's some Instagrammers over there, like proper lifting their skirt up in the tree and stuff, holding it in position. I've never seen that for real before. Final take on Finland then, and this is my humble opinion, this is my opinion. Yours might be completely different should you ever come here. Please bear that in mind as well, whilst I potentially, in your opinion, ramble on. Throughout my time travelling, and like I've said, I must be touching 60 countries now. Throughout my time travelling, I've felt unwelcome a handful of times. And in recent times, and on this trip, that's one of them includes Germany. Again, to touch on them briefly, it's not all of them. It's the youth seem to be class. The elders are world class. There seems to be a select few in the bracket of 45 and 60 between those ages. Bear that in mind, but that alone made me feel unwelcome. Do you want to go up here? Are you being serious, my boy? Right, if that's what you want to do, that's what we're going to do, but you can if you want, but don't say I didn't warn you. Bloody Nora. Alright, come on. Don't pull me down, don't pull me down. Jesus Christ, boy. Ain't that king Karen? My God, you don't have to pick a route, as I was saying. And that does include Spain, with the, as in not feeling uncomfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable in Spain. Although, you've seen the things on the news, haven't you? You've seen the things circulating the social medias, the protests on tourism and stuff like that. All of that included, I still never felt unwelcome. They were still pleasant, they still smiled, they still shook your hand, they still helped you should you have needed it. And we know what's going on there, right? This bit breaks my heart to say. And again, I'm talking to future Kieran here when I look back on these videos, and I'm like, oh, it's like a banana milkshake scenario, isn't it? This breaks my heart purely because it's part of the Scandinavian bubble. That's what breaks my heart about it. If it was a normal country, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, all right, lesson learned, and you know, carry on with my merry way. But because it's part of the Scandinavian bubble, there's a sort of expectation, isn't there? It's like, let's talk about the Marines, and I always dig at the Marines purely because I've been let down by them, and I'll touch more on that when the time's right. That's personal stuff. I've been let down by them time and time again, and still continuing to every single day. However, this place has failed them expectations. Sure, it's got the sure, bloody hell, I found like a Channel 4 presenter then. Sure, let's see how much they bought the house really for. Sure, it's got the views, it has got the architecture, it's got the brilliant buildings, and I can't think of anything else. I could say food, but you know, it's the same as everywhere else. It's avocado on toast. You know, it hasn't got the so much of the nature and the so much of the woods compared to Sweden and the rest of Scandinavia, but it has got the beauty about it, and it has got the politeness about it. And going from Germany, like I said, that one bracket of people that I mentioned, you know, not all of them. I will say that it's not all of them. It just seems to be that bracket. It was an absolute breath of fresh air. It really bloody was. And I was like, there's no way this can improve. Carried on northeast kind of thing. Went into the realms of Sweden, and it improved. And not just improved, it improved drastically. You go into Norway, and it doesn't get better, because I don't think you can get much better than Sweden, politeness wise, but it's on par. Then you cross into Finland, and it's like you get off that ferry and you're almost hit with a really rude place in the UK, and I think that's what's heartbreaking about it. A really rude place in the UK. I can't think of any like this bad, to be honest. There's a town right in Scotland, is it Inverness, just before that, just before John O'Groats. I remember parts of that, I was like, oh my god, you know, that's the truth. And this was years ago, it might have changed now, but there was parts of that. That's the only place I can think of, if it's Inverness, right? Even Inverness isn't as bad as what I've experienced here. Really. And knowing it's part of the Scandinavian bubble just adds more salt in the bloody wound. You've got the architecture, you've got the you've got the views, you've got the nature, you know, you've got a little less moose, which is nice. You got, you know, this, that, the other, the outdoorsy freedom, the sailing onto islands and setting fire to them by the looks of things the other day as well. Go and watch that if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to grab on social media. Just please watch my vid. That being said, well, no, I need to cover one more thing actually. Where do I bloody rate it? Norway's a 10 out of 10. Sweden is an 11. Denmark, purely because, and I have got friends who are tied to Denmark through family and that, but again I have to give an honest opinion, purely because I'm comparing it to Norway and Sweden here, is a 9, an 8.5, a 9. Finland is a 4, like, it's in the 4 range, we'll give it a 4.8, just because I don't want to dampen their spirits any further. But in reality, we'll give it a 4.6, like really, and that is heartbreaking. The UK, for you to go off, given what's going on there, and again, I do see this stuff, and I'll get shared this stuff as well. People want me to talk about it, which I won't, but we do see what's happening there, don't we? We do see that, and I certainly do, you know. Even though I'm out here. Given that Finland's a 4.8, 4.6, the UK, England is a 4.1, and that's a country that's on the brink of bloody civil war. Like, politeness wise, no, England wins hands down. Accepting wise, England wins hands down. It's the truth. UK then, including Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, you know, because of Scotland and the beauty of Scotland and the beauty of Wales, and I've not been to Northern Ireland yet, but I can only assume. But then again, what did I do last time? I assumed something. Got it absolutely wrong. So we'll stick to what we know. Purely because of Scotland's fingers in the pie kind of thing, and you know, Wales is, you know, ties with England as well. That's the only way this is a 5 point something. As in, the UK is a 5 point something. Please, for God's sake, Finland, like, turn the frown upside down. I really can't wait to get that ferry tomorrow morning. But on that note, and this time without a bloody what I consider a funny sign off. I'm just gonna have to say what's left for you to do is take care and don't forget to bye then. Thanks for watching.